everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If y'all don't know me, what are you doing? Subscribe to my channel. Can I be your best friend too? Because I already know you got a best friend, but I just want to be your best friend too. Hello? Now this video is all about there's a meeting in my bedroom. So girl, please don't be late. Now I decided to do let's talk about a video about a meeting in my bedroom. Now the reason why is this title, and then we're gonna do this topic today, is because I feel like if you guys are like me, when I was younger, I felt like the only way that a man would love me, see me, view me, appreciate me, want to be with me, want to marry me, if I legit took things farther or and a lot more quicker than I probably would wanted it to. Now, backstory. I legit did not lose my virginity until I was 18 years old. Yes, you guys, 18 years old. I remember my mom telling me at 17 years old, maybe like 3 or 4 months shy before my 18th birthday, I was working at Albertsons. I was still in high school. I was doing my thug thizzle, always being responsible. Hello? And I was a virgin. I was virgin because my mother told me 2 women cannot be in one household. And I feared my mama. And I feel like nowadays, y'all don't, these kids nowadays don't be fearing, the parents, but I feared mine. And my mama said 2 adults cannot be under one roof. Now, I didn't really know what she meant by that, because I'm like, I'm not no adult. But what she meant by that was, if you are having sex, you are engaging in adult, womanly things, then you can't live under her household, under her roof. And I respected it. I really did. So I honestly, I didn't do the do. Because of that, I respected my mother. And so when my mom gave me the option to move out the house, I took it, I ran. I was like all of y'all that was like, I can't wait till I turn 18 to move out, babies. When I tell you I couldn't pack my bags quick enough. And so I wound up getting my own spot, and my birthday's February, and I think I lost my virginity like March. Okay. Now some of y'all may be like, man, you didn't even wait that long. Okay, whatever. I'm like a lot of y'all. You hear, I watch Love and Basketball. I watch all these movies that in my mind, pretty much made me feel like, I was gonna have this fairy tale, type of love with the man, and once I gave him a piece of me, that we was gonna we was going to live happily ever after. We were gonna have a whole bunch of babies. We were gonna get married, white picket fence. We're gonna have a little dog named Fido. Woof woof. And we're gonna live happily ever after. I learned a lot like y'all that being involved with a man or being involved with a woman does not make them stay at all. And I wish somebody would have like that in my noggin when I was younger, because that does not make a man stay. That make him stay with you for the time being, but that do not make him stay, baby. So here it is, my first time ever doing the do. I'm still in high school, going through all the stuff that I'm going through. And I'm be honest with you, my first time, I don't really remember. Like, comment below if you don't remember your first time, because I don't, all I remember is that I don't remember. Like, I remember it, but I don't remember it. Like, it's blur. Like, it's so blur. That lets you know that it wasn't special, it wasn't worth it, and if I had to redo it all over again, I would. Would I have waited longer? I probably would have, because the experience wasn't worth it. It literally wasn't worth it. As I got older, men would say, oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. And I thought, if he says that I'm pretty, then if I gave him what thought he wanted that with my good looks, and that would be enough to kind of keep him around. And I realized that it was never enough to keep any man around. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how attractive you are. I don't care how much you give somebody your body. Like, it's never enough. Like, I'm learning now, 36 going on 37, that I'm not saying I just not realized that, but as I got older, I realized that is not enough to keep a man. And big on men, because there's a difference between boys and men. And when I was my 18, 19, 20, 21, I'm pretty sure I was dealing with boys, amen. And respectfully, some boys are 36, 37, 40, 50, you heard me, 60 years old, you heard me. And then I realized that men, honestly, even though the intimacy part is the cherry on the top, that most men legit do want substance, that they do want something more than just the physical, that of course they want to be with somebody that they're attracted to, but it's something that they want something more than just what you can offer them in the bedroom. I've been cheated on before, amen. And story time. We're gonna give story time real quick because I know y'all like my story times. So I'm in a relationship with this guy, and you know, he lets me know off bat that intimacy is super important to him, and that he has to have it, and he doesn't feel like I should deny him from my body, whatever. Now, mind you, this is me. Once again, I'm 29 at the time. In my mind, all I want to do is just please him, make sure he's happy. I'm thinking if I just gave him that part, that he would just stay happy. Once again, it would be enough to keep him happy and keep him with me and only me. Boy, was I wrong. So, you know, before he would go to work, you know what I'm saying, we would get it in. He would come home from work, we would get it in. That night, you know what I'm saying, we would get it in, we would take shots, you know, all the above, like everyday type stuff. And I remember 3 months into our relationship, I get a phone call. Hello? And she's like, who are you? And I'm like, girl, who are you? And she was like, I found your number in my man's phone. I was like, well, if you found my number, then I'm only talking to one man. So if you found my number, it's for a reason, because that's my man. Hello? And she was like, no, girl, that's my man. Whatever. You know, I'm not big on going back and forth with somebody legit when I know what's mine. Well, I thought I knew what was mine. And I confronted him, and I remember asking him, like, why would you do this? Why would you step out on me? Like, I'm cooking for you, I'm cleaning for you, I'm giving you sweet loving whenever you want it and whenever you need it. Like I'm not denying it. Like, I'm doing what you need to do. He apologizes, says that was a mistake. He's sorry. That was a girl that he was dealing with before me, and that he'd been cut it off. But they were still kind of like conversation. I knew he was lying, but whatever. And so I gave him benefit of the doubt. It's the beginning of our relationship. But you know, they say, you know, how you start a relationship and how you end it. That's not always true, but it was true in this situation. Maybe about 2 to 3 months later after that, I get another phone call from this girl, and was like, she was living with him. I'm like, how you living? And I don't want to tell y'all too much of the story, because I feel like this story, I want to tell y'all so much more in detail, but just follow me. Hello? So once again, this girl right here, she calls me. She's like, I'm living with him. And I'm like, how are you living with him if he's living with me? And once again, he comes home from work, and I confront him. He's sorry. You know, he tells me he loves me, that he's sympathetic about what happened. He's gonna cut it off, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking to myself, 2 chicks, 6 months, it gotta be me. I'm the problem. I must have didn't do something correctly in order for him to want to desire me, be with me. Am I not pretty enough? What is going on? Yes, he had me questioning who I was because of how he was treating me. And so, once again, you know, y'all hear about the makeup sex, whatever, we had that. And I remember that next morning sitting with him for breakfast and was like, well, why did you do it? Like, why did you do it this time? And he was just like, because you would deny me. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, sorry. In my mind, I'm like, how can I deny you if we're legit, in my mind, making love every day? Like, how am I denying you? Maybe if it's that time of the month or whatever, but like, whatever. But I'm like, that's also no excuse for a man to step out on someone because they feel like they're being denied. So once again, in my mind, I'm 29, 30 at this time, and I'm flash forwarding into, you know, my 20s, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like, I'm giving him everything he asked for. You know, I'm making love to him. I'm doing these things. Why is it not enough? Once again, I'm questioning, am I not smart enough? Am I not pretty enough? Here I am going online trying to search what the girl look like. Is she prettier than me? Am I not skinny enough? All these things that I am thinking in my mind. Am I not? So what I did was literally I stepped my game up in the bedroom. We stepped it up. You know what I'm saying? I bought the lingeries. I would flirt with him. I would send him cute little videos. I did all these things, you know, to try to spruce up this relationship that I thought that he needed it. Like, you know, maybe if I would spruce it up in the bedroom, maybe, just maybe, he would love me. It wasn't until after we broke up, in terms of our relationship, I realized no matter how many books I read, no matter what lingerie pieces I wore, no matter how, we even went to counseling, baby. And even in counseling, he told the lady he had like a sex addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know there was such a thing, if you ask me. And so I'm doing all these things, but when I realized that he had a sex addiction, I read up on it. It literally showed me, it literally told me there's nothing that I could have done. He would have just wanted it. Like, one person would have never been enough for him. And so it made me feel bad. Like, it made me feel really, really bad. And I remember after being with him and getting my chance to like detox my body, my mind, my spirit, my finances, my everything. Hello. I got back in the gym. I started, you know, working on my credit, doing all these things. I needed that for me. And I remember me telling myself, like, you know what? I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to just withhold intimacy from just like anything from the future. And I did it. And I did. I think I didn't. I think I withheld for like a year, like a month or whatever. And then I did it again for like 11 months. But it's pretty cool for me to honestly, when I go into a relationship or if I'm feeling somebody where I'm not leading with intimacy. And I feel like a lot of us make that mistake. We feel like some of us, not all of us, but I feel like some of us feel like if I am not pleasing my woman correctly, that she's going to try to go somewhere else. Or if I'm not always saying yes to my man, he's gonna go somewhere else. But I ain't gonna lie, if they go somewhere else, it's because they never wanted to be there. Now, like I said, when I was younger, you know, like when you're in high school, like you being you being a virgin when I was growing up was popping. Like, that was popping. Like, you a virgin, you was like, ooh, she a virgin, she, you know, she pretty, she a virgin, she got it going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wanted, you know what I'm saying, me and my homegirl, because we wasn't out there doing, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing all that, and we were cute. And there was nothing wrong with, you know, if you was getting it in high school or young or whatever, but that, like I said, that wasn't for me, because, like I said, my mother made it very clear, 2 women couldn't be under one roof. And like I said, I feared my mama, so I just didn't do it, just didn't do it. But I feel like nowadays, in the generation that we live in, like, it's like the more that, like when you're in high school, like the more that these kids are actually being intimate with these boys, that is glorified. It's crazy, because it was the opposite when I was growing up, you feel me? And I graduated in 2005, you know what I'm saying? Post below what year you graduated high school. You know, I graduated in 2005, so it wasn't like that for us. And so, like I said, with this video right here, I just want to talk about how the bedroom should be more important than just doing it for their pleasure, to make them happy, and to try to keep them. Like, I feel like it's super important for you, for the person, for me to get something out of it. Like in my grown woman stage right now, like dead ass, if there's no passion behind the bedroom for me, then we don't need to be there. That's how I feel. Like if there's no passion behind it, then we don't need to go there at all. Like I said, then we're going to work on other things. And so once again, if there ain't no passion in the bedroom, then we need to work on how to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many other things we can do. And also too, I feel like this. If a man like you, if a man vibe with you, if he really see you in his future, he's not gonna be trying to rush to get you in the bedroom. He's not gonna be rushing to try to sleep with you. You feel me? That's like one thing about like me, for example, and I had other like previous relationships, like in my 20s or whatever. I think the two of my best relationships in my 20s was when we did not go to the bedroom first. Like literally when we got to know each other. Literally when we got to vibe with one another. It was more than that. So when we took it to the bedroom, all it did was just solidify how I felt about him. And men, I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of women, like, you may not be that great in the bedroom, but they will still ride with you because there's passion and something special behind it. Like, you can be trash. Like, trash. And because we love you and we appreciate you and there's passion and you bring something else to the table, that we will honestly deal with it and we will work with it and we will love it to death do its part, because there's something else on the table more than that. But it's nothing like sleeping with somebody, it being trash, him being potentially a good guy, but you never get to even experience him being a good guy or her being a good girl because that intimacy is trash. So think about it. How you lead it is super important. And I'm not gonna say for people legit that slept with their mate on the first day that it's not gonna work. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you gotta lead with some passion. I have a friend who just recently got married to her boo, and I remember I asked her like, you know, what made you fall for him? Like, how did you know he was the one? She was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and she was like, you know, I'm gonna shouldn't even say this, and I was like, what? She was like, we actually was involved, you know, the first night. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, but but the crazy part about it is, like, we talked on the phone for 30 days before so when we first met, he took me to dinner and then, you know what I'm saying, we got it in. But she was like, it was so much passion and chemistry and vibe and energy within the phone calls. How he called me, how he texted me, how he checked on me, how he put me first. And I was like, how did you know within those 45 days? She was just like, when I thought about him, like, I knew, like, come on, let's be honest. Like, when you are rocking with somebody, when you talking to somebody, you know within the first conversation, like, ooh, throw it in a circle. I'ma throw it in a circle. We gon', like, you already know what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And we grown. You can do what you want, how you do it. Like I said, this video is not about that. Like, this video is not about me telling you that that's what you did, that is anything wrong with it. What I'm saying is, like, my homegirl, like I said, she's still proving my point. Even though she slept with him on the first time she ever met him, it was still passion there. It was still chemistry there. It was still something. It was still a foundation that made her be like, this is what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna rock his world. And it's like, that is dope. You know, they're married. They've been married now for a couple years or whatever. And it's dope to see that, right? But like I said, for me, like I said, I'm talking about for you, me, us, you know, the people, like I said, where we really honestly lead with intimacy with everybody because we think that that's the way we're going to keep them, or that's how we're going to get a title, or that's how they're going to make us their girlfriend or their boyfriend. And then what happens is you sleep with them, but they're sleeping with somebody else, and then they're really going back and forth. Or let's say they're not sleeping with anybody else. Let's say they're just sleeping with you and only you, but maybe you want something super serious and maybe they're not. So they look at that situation being just what it is, and that's just intimacy. But now you over there feeling bad, like, oh my God, I should never slept with him. But who fault is that? Because I feel like you should have made it very clear of what you wanted in the beginning before you laid down with him. Like, if all you wanted was the intimacy, then girl, by all means, do you, boo-boo. Throw it all up in a triangle, circle, square, anything you need to throw it in, baby. You know what I'm saying? Just do it on the beat. Do it on the beat. Do it on the beat. But if you're like me, and I really, honestly, I'm looking for something sustainable. I'm looking for something that is going to be long-term. I'm looking for something that is going to be worth it, worth my while. Something that is going to not turn me on sexually, but turn me on mentally. Amen. I want something that's going to turn me on, and it has nothing to do with the physical. You feel me? That's what I want. I want something that's going to feed my spirit to the point where the bedroom is just the cherry on the ice cream. And that's another reason why, honestly, I'm taking time out for myself, loving myself, focusing on myself, and being okay with being by myself. Because I'm going to be honest with you, in the past, I have been celibate for 2, 3, 4 months. I'm going to say weeks, months. And then the only reason I give in to a man that I really don't want or can't see myself with, but I just do it just to do it because I'm lonely. Like, we really got to learn how to sit with ourselves, and knowing that bring somebody into the bedroom because we are lonely doesn't fill the void, because when they leave, you're going to be lonely again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sleeping with somebody does not fill that void long term. It just fills the void at that moment. And then what happens is you're stuck there high and dry, crying, asking yourself, what did I just do? Why did he do this to me? Why did he make me feel this way? Why did she do me this way? Why did she make me feel this way? They didn't do this. You did. Because you have control of it. Like, you have control of who you sleep with, who you allow in your personal space, who you allow in. And all I'm trying to say is pick up a vibe, pick up some energy, pick up some passion, pick up some longevity, something, some spark, before you just wham bam thank you ma'am, and then be mad because to them you were just a booty call, but for them you done fell in love. Because I'm an Aquarius, we wear our heart on our sleeve. So I'm the type of person, I sleep with you, we go together. You can lie. If we sleep together, we go together. I need a key to your house before you walk out the door. I'm telling you right now. I need the password, and you need to call your mom and let her know that we're in a relationship, because we go together. Best friend, you crazy. No, I ain't. Because I'm just saying, if you are going to, and I'm going to say this. Okay. Let me say this. I remember I was talking to this dude, right? And I remember he told me he got to sample it before he get with a girl. And I'm like, I said, okay, bet. All means, boo-boos. Sample it before you get with us. Bet. I said, but what about if you went into a woman who wants to be married, right? And she says, I don't want to I don't want to sleep with a person unless we're married. How would you feel about that? He said, it's stupid. I said, so you telling me how you think it's not stupid? He was like, no, it's not, because I just feel like I don't want to sleep with a person and then the intimacy be trash, and then I'm stuck with her. And I feel it by all means. You need chemistry in the bedroom, but how you get the chemistry in the bedroom is having the chemistry outside the bedroom, my guy. You know, and I tried to tell him that, and he was like, you know what, you're right, because this girl that I was involved with, I was really into her, and we had the best intimacy ever. And I'm like, see? And I was like, because for me, like I said, a girl trying to get married, I'm trying to be somebody wifey. I'm trying to change my last name. Hello? And the only way this is going to happen is for me to legit, once again, set up boundaries, understand what I want. Now, does that mean that best friend is going to withhold intimacy until I'm married? Probably not. Does that mean that best friend is going to play around with intimacy just to get a man? And will not. I feel like if the passion, once again, if the passion, the chemistry, the vibes is there, once again, I don't care if it's the first day, the second day, the 10th day, the 10th month, it's going to happen. But that's my point. If I'm into someone, if you're into me and I'm into you, and we know we're into one another, and we know that because of being into one another, and I don't plan on leaving you and you don't plan on leaving me, what is the rush with us doing the boing boing? What's the rush? That's all I'm saying. What's the rush? I don't really see that there's a rush with it. And like I said, if a person has to sleep with you, like remember I was telling y'all about the New York guy that said I had no right to blow up his phone, which I wasn't, or call him or question him if we weren't having sex. That hurt my feelings. So it's like, so I'm only worth something if we're intimate with one another. And also, for example, too, there was another guy, y'all know I've been dating and stuff. There was another guy, he wanted to meet me, and he worked crazy long hours. So he was like, let me just come over to the crib really quick, whatever, just to meet you. And I was like, bet. So I walked downstairs to go meet him. And I don't know, maybe in his mind, he thought he was coming upstairs, but he wasn't. I was like, no, we ain't going upstairs. My baby upstairs. My dog's upstairs. We ain't going upstairs. Like I'm telling you right now. And he was like, you can tell by his face, he was a little taken back by that. He was like, I don't understand why we can't go upstairs. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know you, baby boy. And going upstairs can lead to two things. One, you all up in my business and you being nosy. And two, is you trying, you know what I'm saying? Us doing the do. And none of that's going to happen because I don't know you. Ain't no chemistry, ain't no vibe. We ain't there yet. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie, he didn't call me after that. Maybe that's why he didn't call me. Maybe that's why he didn't call me. I was wondering why that man didn't call me. I'm just not thinking about it. Whatever. That's his loss. Cause I know I got a lot to offer, and I know you got a lot to offer. And like I said, settling just because the person wants to rush. I just feel like relationships should not be rushed. Whenever you rush something like intimacy into a relationship, like for me, it's never gone good, baby. It's never gone good. And I, once again, not saying I didn't have people tell me like, you know, don't rush into intimacy, because I'm pretty sure I did. But like when I'm an adult, I feel like as an adult, you don't have people that tell you that, like, don't rush into you. Like when you're younger, you have a lot of people say, well, don't, you know, you can wait to have sex your whole life. Like, wait. But when you're an adult, people are not telling you to like slow down, focus on you, worry about you, catch a vibe. People are not telling you that. So I'm telling you that, like, if you're single like me, whether you're a man or a woman, like, slow down. Like, it's nothing like when I'm in the presence of a man and he's not trying to grope me or touchy-feely, but he's keeping his distance, but he's doing enough to let me know he want me. Like, that makes me want him more. I'm just saying, maybe y'all men don't know that, but it makes me want him more. It makes me want to touch him, vibe with him, you know, flirt with him more, because he's not groping me and touching me and, you know, giving me hints of what he wants to do to me, but he's keeping it cute and spicy to the point that it makes me desire him. Even though I know he desiring me, it makes me want him as much as he wants me, because he's not so aggressive with it. And I think that could be it too. Like, and once again, even then, being in the bedroom or even trying to get somebody to the bedroom, like, heavy on don't be aggressive. Like, you should never be pressed to try to get try to sleep with somebody. Like, that's stupid. Now, once again, as y'all know, this is let's talk about it with best friend. That means that these are my opinions. You don't have to agree with them at all. Right? You don't have to agree with this at all. But all I'm trying to say is know your worth and just know that you are so much more than what you have between your legs and what you can give. And I know somebody's out there saying right now, like, sex is everything, but it's not. It's not. You can have bomb intimacy with somebody and they can be lazy. They can be a bum. They can be bad with finances. They can be a cheater. They can be dirty. Like, it can be, you know what I'm saying? But they can be real good and bad. Like, pick your poison, baby. Pick your poison. Like I said, for me, I prefer to have the passion behind it so we have something to stand on. And that way, if he's not the best in an area that I would want, we can work through it. Or the passion would be enough for us to just ride it out because I love him. And when you love somebody, legit, you stick it out with them, whatever. I don't know if you guys are like me. I don't really realize the bad things in my relationship till after I break up. Because I'm that person. When we about to break up, I'm like, you old snagger-tooth, bow-legged, knock-knee, pigeon-toe, cock-eye. That's why your mama ugly. Like, I be thinking of all the things that I be wanting to say after the relationship. But when there's passion and chemistry and vibes in that moment, baby, he can be cockeyed and I don't even care. I love everything about his cockeyedness, and you better not say nothing about him because I stick by him. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. All I'm trying to say is make sure that your relationship is not involved around sex and only sex, period. I want to thank y'all so much for supporting your girl, supporting your best friend. That's my best friend. She a real bad, got her own money. She don't need no man. Not best friend. Okay, best friend don't need no man, but she would love a man to mount TVs and put up LED lights and change my oil and rub my feet. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. But, but we don't need no man. Because we going, like I said, if it ain't got passion behind it, best friend don't want it. Period, poo. Like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me, man. It's been a journey. These Let's Talk About It videos for me is everything because I can talk to y'all and I can be authentic and real with you guys. And I love the fact that y'all love the videos, and I'm going to keep it up until y'all don't love them no more. Make sure that you tell all your friends about Let's Talk About It series. Now, mind you, there's a whole playlist of Let's Talk About It videos, and they're great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm keeping it real and they're all my experiences. So no judgment. Hello. Because this is how you know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes what I went through or what I am going through can help somebody else. Hopefully this video was able to help somebody. But on that note, make sure y'all tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend that your best friend said. Like, comment, and subscribe and share this video. Like, we're almost at 1,000 subscriptions, y'all. We are super close, but y'all got to make sure y'all continue to watch my videos, share my videos, and subscribe to my videos. And I'm going to keep giving you guys what you're asking for. So stay tuned to the next video. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. And your best friend said, keep your head up, girl, because you special.
Rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. They thought I was gon' fall off. I hate to bring you bad news. Throw so many racks, a bitch can't even see the flow. From Atlanta to LA, the only time I'm back and forth. Cheap niggas make you pee, rich niggas get you bought. Gave a Bentley to ballet and let that nigga dry the boat. Let me pop off, leave the club sloppy, drunk, come home and get my rocks out. Her bitch from the south, he tryna see me.